Hello and welcome back to Sublevel 0. Last time we might have just maybe blown up in a really unfortunately embarrassing manner on the second level. Just saying that was kind of the worst. But we're gonna go back in as a gunship and pretend that the last time didn't happen. Because really, when you fail, it's best that you just pretend that nothing ever happened and just move on. Don't actually take that advice, but you know. I mean, it's maybe arguably better for your sanity, depending on how much you fret over having terribly failed in what is otherwise mostly considered to be a fairly easy task by the majority of players, actually, I would imagine. I mean, the second level is not all that difficult. What log is this? Oh, is this one that's new? I know that it's totally unfair. I see that hardware getting unboxed. I want to play with it. Why do 3F Shift get their hands on it? I've been here longer than any of them, and why do we even have that stuff? I can't think of anything that needs drones like that around here. I mean, I know what they tell us is just a cover, and they know we know, just something we can tell anyone who asks instead of, I could tell you, but I'd have to kill you. Okay. I mean, it's not a very informative log, whether or not we've actually gotten it, which is, I can't quite remember whether or not we've gotten that one. It is strangely familiar, but I mean, it's also incredibly vague, so I think it wouldn't take much for that particular log to be strangely familiar. Anyway, as we know, clandestine stuff is going on down here, and at this point, we haven't actually seen much, if any, of said clandestine stuff. Unless, of course, you know, it is entirely possible that the thing that's so classified is actually the fact that there's combat drones on this ship. I mean, I don't know how the local authorities feel about combat drones. I would generally find them to be a bit concerning, especially in, like, I don't know, a research base. I mean, it's one thing to be all like, oh, mate, this is nice, we're doing research, we're happy. But then when you're nice, you're doing research, you're happy, and for some reason you happen to need a bunch of combat drones, you know, I'm gonna start asking a few questions about exactly what's going on in there. I think it only reasonable at that point. Ooh, a repair kit. Nice. I love my repair kits. Oh. Hello, friends. Hello, friends. I'm here to... Oh, that's the wrong button. Which is... Okay, left shift. Sorry, I just suddenly forgot how to move, which is usually not a good thing, especially in the heat of combat. I would recommend that if you're ever putting together any form of combat strategy, just in general, if you're a strategist of any kind, remembering how to move is like a #1 necessary skill in order to not be terribly killed by everything around you. So, yeah, there is that thing. What do we got here? Chaotic autocannon. Slightly lower rate, slightly lower damage, lower... Oh, wait, this is a pulsar. We have to switch to our autocannon. Oh, this actually has almost all stats better. And then we got a... Hey! I am looking at autocannons right now. Can you calm your face? Thank you. Oh, a flamethrower. Right, we are trying to do the plasma weapon thing. I think we'll take this chaotic autocannon. And we're also going to take this flamethrower. And that should be fine, because we are trying to, of course, kill as many things with plasma weaponry as possible so that we can get a new starting class. Although I will admit, the starting classes, from what I've seen, don't appear to be all that significant of changes from one another. The Hulk is definitely not all that big of a deal in terms of choosing it or something else in the start. But, I guess we'll see about the other ones. They do have some interesting names, so I imagine there's going to be something good in there. It's hard to tell. We've got a chassis right here. It's not that good. It's not a very good chassis. It's actually quite mediocre bad. It's got less health than ours, and quite frankly, the additional ammo is just not worth it. So, we're just gonna put that in our little inventory and it'll be fine. Brutal Firebolt. High damage, short range plasma weapon. That is... This is the semi-auto one, right? Yeah, it is. I don't really like this, but it is better than a flamethrower. I mean, admittedly, that's not saying much, because these particular flamethrowers are really not very good, but the firebolt is definitely better, and especially better than the particular flamethrower that we had there, which I will note did like 7 damage, which according to the stats on that particular flamethrower indicated that that was very little, if any, damage for the average flamethrower. Is there anyone here? Hello, my friend. Are you prepared to be firebolted to death? I hope you are, because that's basically what's going to happen here. It's why we've come here. I hope you understand that that is the case. Anyway, what do we have in here? Hello? Anyone? Oh, yes. Loot rooms. Loot rooms! For the win. Let's just launch a few missiles out here. Just, you know, cover our bases on all of that. It's generally best that when you're confronted by at least 2 or 3 people, missiles are usually a good solution. Even in packed, like, cities or something. You know, just shoot a couple missiles in. It's just self-defense. Nobody can blame you, right? No? No. No, don't actually do that. I mean, admittedly, I'm pretty sure... Ooh, increased fire rate. I'm pretty sure that none of you have any access to high explosive missiles. In saying that, I kind of hope none of you have access to high explosive missiles. If you do, I would consider that to be kind of strange. Just saying. But, regardless, generally don't shoot those exclusively in self-defense. They're not really worth it. So we went through that door. I believe there is another one. Yeah, there's another offshoot right over here. Let us get some loot, people. Zelda principle of gaming. Always go down every corridor. And basically the roguelike principle of gaming as well, because you have to make certain in any roguelike that you get all the stuff. Because if you don't get all the stuff, you will fail terribly, which is quite unfortunate. Last I checked, we're not trying to fail terribly, even though, you know, we kind of are most of the time. It's not an intentional failure. Are you guys dead yet? Get out of here. I have no use for any terrible... Ooh, slow pulsar. For any terrible enemy that chooses to continue to survive. Oh, cool. Another loot room. Let's check our crafting first and foremost. We do have 1,000 nanites, so it may be possible to get something like a plasma caster, which is a pretty good option. We could also go for a brutal minigun, but we are focusing on plasma, so we're going to get a plasma caster out there. And our grenade is also prepped, so here we go. F to use. Who wants to die today? I'm going to assume that everyone in this room wants to die today. I mean, I'm not actually going to wait for any answer, because it's generally better if you think that that's going to be a thing. It's generally just best to, you know, execute upon the everyone needs to die right now situation. So we got ourselves a tortoise hull, which is pretty solid. It's giving us a little additional health. And let's see. I'm pretty sure, can we craft... We can craft a new ship hull, which is actually pretty good, a gunship. These are gonna require... Looks like 1,000 nanites. Yeah, we're gonna need a lot more nanites than we have right now. And quite frankly, I don't know where to get those outside of blowing stuff up. So we need to go find stuff to blow up, because not only is that my favorite thing to do, it is also incredibly lucrative, contrary to real life, where for the most part, blowing stuff up is not incredibly lucrative, unless you're either a demolitions expert or some sort of military contract person, or an actual military person. That also helps. Those are usually the ways where blowing stuff up actually becomes lucrative. Generally, it's not the case. Hello, are we at the core yet? We are not. Where's the core? There it is. Here we go. Core, prepare to die. If you don't want to prepare to die, I mean, I could understand that. I wouldn't want to prepare to die. It's not exactly a thing that I generally am set on doing, but I will also tell you, you're going to die anyway. So I would figure that most people, if they had a choice... Ow! What? Really? That immediately killed us? Oh, now I feel like a complete failure. Oh, my word. Literally everything I've ever done in my life is just worthless in the face of literally being killed on the first level. Oh. No, no. Don't shed a single tear, people. I'm sure you're not shedding a tear anyway. You're probably just like, what the heck? This guy is an absolute noob. And I will admit, there's a good chance that I am, in fact, a disgusting, disgusting nublet. And that's probably, if not entirely, why I just died there. That was terrible. I seem to only be getting worse at this game, which is kind of problematic. Ugh. Anyway, for now, I guess that brings us to the end of this episode, because we have exploded. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this terrible event of me getting shot in the face repeatedly with missiles until I died, like and subscribe. I'm gonna try to not have more of this, because I don't like being shot in the face and exploding. It's generally not a thing that I try to do, but, you know, I don't actually have control over all missiles, so it's a bit questionable. Anyway, until next time, thanks for watching, and of course, as always, enjoy the rest of your day. Oh, right, item unlocks. I always forget about this. We get item unlocks at the end of things. What is this, a smart gun blueprint? Parts needed, impact rifle and autocannon. Fires bursts of homing bullets. Oh. Hold for manual targeting, retains target. Dude, I really want that. Smart guns sound awesome. Jeez. Well, now's the actual end of the video now that we got smart guns.